be fair, I didn't even know if I wanted to do this video right now. Let me fix this real quick. But cause the lighting, I got like a little ambiance going on now, and the stain on my shirt. We'll just go ahead and point that out. But time is limited, which is why I haven't done too many videos recently. Time is limited, so I'm just gonna take advantage of the time that I have with my newborn being quiet in her bassinet and my boys doing their quiet time. So, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha. We're gonna talk about books today. More specifically, we're gonna be talking about the TBR for like the next little while. Like, these books are on top of the TBR list. I don't know if it'll be in a month or 3 months or when I will get to them, but these are like, this is the mood I'm in for like the next few weeks. All right, so to give you a heads up for any vlogs that might be coming up or anything like that, this is it. This is going to be the stack. I have about 6 books here, so I could technically read all of these in a month if I really wanted to, but being the mood reader that I am, I've already gotten sidetracked. You'll probably see the vlog after this one, but basically I fell into the rabbit hole of romance, and it's gonna be a little while before I can, I think, get myself out of that. That being said, a lot of these are actually romanticises or romances themselves, so why don't I just go ahead and jump into it. The first book is The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. I've heard either like you love it or you hate it. It's like average rating is about 4 stars. Tell me if you've read it and if you like it, but this is a dark fantasy, adult dark fantasy about a woman who is a witch, and the royal family kind of taking her under its wing in order to use her powers for their betterment. And apparently there's a little bit of a romance aspect in this. It's Leigh Bardugo, so I have high hopes that we have a really good main male character, but we will see. Once again, like I said, like dark academia, dark fantasy, adult vibes going on here. The next one, I'm going to reread Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo as well, because I want to read Hellbent. I have not read Hellbent, which is the second in the series, yet. And I kind of want to reread this one because I feel like I'm forgetting some things. I just reread Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir, I believe is the name, I forget. For the same reason that, like, I want to reintroduce myself into this world before starting the second book, and I'm excited about this one. This is a dark academia book, again, adult, like dark academia book. It is about a group, or 2 people, it's technically like 2 or 3 people, basically a group of people that keep the fraternities in check at, is it Oxford or Yale, because they are into some dark magical doings, like Illuminati sort of vibes going on. And the main character here is kind of like the police for those fraternities and their dark magic, and there's like demons and lots of other interesting things. So that is on the list as well. Along the lines of dark academia, I also need to read Babel by R.F. Kuang. This has been on my TBR since it came out. I was excited to read it. I really don't like the Poppy War series by R.F. Kuang. It was a little much for me, but I'm hoping that I like this a lot. From my understanding, even people who don't like this like dark academia genre really enjoyed this book, so it's gotten nothing but rave reviews. So like, obviously I need to read it and I need to get it off my TBR. This one I'm a little bit more confused about what it's about. I know it's like 1800s London, Oxford, discussions on linguistics and language and how we can exalt people based off of language, and how we can also what's the word I'm looking for, probably like I'm thinking this book's going to be more about like enslaving or enslaving people who don't have the same language or as good of language, which is a theme that I think carries on in today in linguistics, which is very intriguing and interesting. And I have a feeling when I like this, it's hard to sit down for a 500-page book that's like small text in print when I'm in the middle of my graduate degree, but we're going to try that one. Of course, if we're going to talk dark academia, I then had to pull out an Olive Blake book, or Olive Blake, Masters of Death. I bought this when it first came out, so that's how long I've had this one. This one, I'm still semi-confused about what it's about. Oh my gosh, I just saw that. But I'm pretty sure The tagline was, "There's a game that the immortals play. There's only one rule, don't lose." It's gonna be good. I don't see how this couldn't be good. Viola is a struggling real estate agent and a vampire, but her biggest problem currently is the house she needs to sell is haunted. The ghost haunting the house has been murdered, and until he can solve the mystery of how he died, he refuses to move on. Fox is a medium, and though he is also most definitely a shameless fraud, he isn't entirely without his uses, seeing as he's actually the godson of death. Like, okay. This is gonna be fun. Plus, the cover is so beautiful. She has the most beautiful covers, or they have the most beautiful covers, is what I should say. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I already took the cover off because I do plan on reading this very soon because I've been wanting to buy it for forever, and I got the opportunity to pick it up, and like, of course, I need to read it now soon. This one is a romantasy, I believe. It's set in World War I or II between two typewrightists. They exchange letters, they fall in love. Apparently there are some fantasy aspects, so I'm curious to get into this. I've heard nothing but good things about this as well. And yeah, the sequel's out. I think it's supposed to be a trilogy. This needs to happen. Kind of like the Dark Academia romantasy vibes of this whole thing. Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This is, from my understanding, like a romantasy. So it's romance fantasy, but it's also very whimsical and light and fun. And I kind of want to read that. It's like a little bit more fairy tale-ish as far as the fantasy aspects of this. And I kind of think that'll be a good like pick-me-up in between all like the Dark Academia and other like romance that I'm reading. So excited about this one. This one is about Evangeline, who is believed in true love and happy endings until she learns that the love of her life will marry another. Desperate to stop the wedding, Evangeline strikes a deal with the charismatic, immortal Prince of Hearts. But she soon discovers that bargaining with the Prince of Hearts is a dangerous game. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after or the most exquisite tragedy. Okay, it's awesome. I'm about it. And then I haven't even taken off the stickers off of this one because it was an impulse buy. I was in Target. I was stressed. Okay, my kids were acting a mess. I was in the checkout line. And they have books like near the checkout line, which is so wrong. Which is so wrong but so right at the same time. I was like, you know, it looks like a short, cute little romance. I'm not really a fan of Ali Hazelwood, but this looks like it might be a little bit different. I'm betting it's not. But I picked it up, not in love. I mean, the cover is so cute. Like, it's a cute cover. So that's where I'm at there. There's a little bit, some beakers. I'm imagining it's going to be some sort of, yeah, some sort of science aspect as Ali Hazelwood does. I'm just going to go into this blind because it's Ali Hazelwood. I know there's going to be science aspects. I know there's going to be probably some sort of, not enemies to lovers. She kind of does lean on that a lot though. Like a little bit of a academic rivalry for the most part is what Ali Hazelwood likes to lean on. It really was just a cover buy and anxiety, and the checkout line got me. And then as far as all the other romances that I want to read, Elsie Silvers has me in a chokehold right now, and I'm reading Chestnut Springs. If I end up liking the entire series, I'll probably just continue reading her and binge reading her because she's becoming an author that I want to read, apparently. I didn't realize that, but I'm not mad about having a romance, like an auto-buy romance, you know, author that I can look forward to having their books. But that is where we're at right now. Enjoying summer. I'm enjoying not having to read all of the required readings for graduate school, which, by the way, if you wanted to know what I read in the first year of a graduate school looking for a master's in English, I'm going to make a video about all the books that I had to read, not including the articles because I think that would be way too extensive, but the classics and the books that I read for my first year in graduate school looking to get a master's in English. And so you can look forward to that video. Also, I'm hoping to get more vlogs up and read with me's and hopefully some study with me's. I've actually used those during graduate school to like kind of help when I study. I was like, we can make those videos, right? But anyways, I am going to go. I'm going to go read and watch some stuff and hang out. And you guys didn't need to know that. But thanks for hanging out with me and my TBR. These are the books that we get to look forward to reading for the next few months, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.